Amanda Waller goes to recruit Robert Dubois, Bloodsport, Idris Elba, a deadly mercenary who is there for putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet. Her leverage against him is Bloodsport's teenage daughter Tyla, Storm Reed, who is in danger of serving time for stealing. The two argue loudly, as Tyla makes it clear that Bloodsport was a bad father. He goes to threaten Waller into releasing Tyla, but she knows he is going to comply regardless. After he relents, she introduces him to her other recruits, Christopher Smith, Peacemaker, John Cena, a patriotic mercenary, Cleo Casso, Ratcatcher 2, Daniela Melchior, who has the ability to control rats and keeps one named Sebastian close by, Nanawe, King Shark, Sylvester Stallone, an underwater prince with a taste for human meat, and Abner Krill, Polka Dot Man, David Dastmalchian, a man with an unusual genetic disorder whose specialty is throwing weaponized polka dots. Waller informs the team about the situation in Corto Maltese. The nation was overthrown by a dictator named Silvio Luna, Juan Diego Bato, and his right-hand man General Mateo Suarez, Joaquin Cosio, after they executed the presidential family. They are operating in a Nazi-era research facility called Utenheim where they are conducting dangerous experiments, code-named Project Starfish. The squad is assigned to find Drive. Gaius Greaves, the Thinker, Peter Capaldi, since he can lead them to Utenheim and they can destroy whatever is going on in there. We jump to the facility where Luna and Suarez are observing their work, a gigantic starfish alien creature. Once inside, and after Milton is killed, Thinker leads the squad to the creature that he calls Starro the Conqueror. Peacemaker and Nanawe set up bombs all over the place. Thinker reveals to the squad that the American government was behind the experiments involving Starro since they have been secretly funding Corto Maltese for decades. Starro also emits smaller starfish that attach themselves to human faces and take over their bodies like zombies, and there are slews of corpses of Starro's other victims all over the facility. Starro breaks free and grabs Thinker, tearing him in two and splattering him across the wall. Flag attempts to secure the hard drive with evidence against the American government to deliver to the press, but Peacemaker turns on him per Waller's orders. The two fight each other, with Flag nearly choking Peacemaker to death, but he stabs Flag through the heart with a piece of a broken sink. Ratcatcher witnesses this and grabs the flash drive while Peacemaker attempts to kill her. Meanwhile, Nanawe comes across small fish that mimic him, until their aquarium is broken and they begin to leech onto him. All while Bloodsport, Harley, and Polka Dot Man try to survive the crumbling facility. Bloodsport manages to survive going through several stories before he lands and witnesses Peacemaker getting ready to execute Ratcatcher. The two mercs draw their guns and fire their bullets at each other, with Bloodsport's bullet breaking through Peacemaker's and striking him in the throat, bringing him down. King Shark falls outside and is shot by Suarez's men, but he rises and bites the head off one gunman before the rest of the squad runs out of the facility as Starro bursts out. It releases more starfish that kill Suarez and his men and then proceeds to make its way into the city. Waller declares the mission over since the evidence is destroyed, but the surviving members want to save the city. Waller threatens to detonate their devices and kill them on the spot until her subordinate, Flo Crawley, Tinashe Kahezi, brains her with a golf club and has the rest of the team guide the squad to save the city. At the same time, Saul and her team execute the remaining members of the regime to stage their coup and take their country back. King Shark falls outside and is shot by Suarez's men, but he rises and bites the head off one gunman before the rest of the squad runs out of the facility as Starro bursts out. It releases more starfish that kill Suarez and his men and then proceeds to make its way into the city. Waller declares the mission over since the evidence is destroyed, but the surviving members want to save the city. Waller threatens to detonate their devices and kill them on the spot until her subordinate, Flo Crawley, Tinashe Kahezi, brains her with a golf club and has the rest of the team guide the squad to save the city. At the same time, Saul and her team execute the remaining members of the regime to stage their coup and take their country back. Bloodsport begins blasting away at Starro while King Shark goes, nom nom, on the alien and starts to bite into it. Polka Dot Man envisions Starro as his mother and unleashes his polka dots to burn Starro's leg, but the alien crushes him. Ratcatcher tries to use her beacon to summon the rats, but Bloodsport pushes her out of the way before she is killed. She then uses the beacon and gets practically every rat in the city to take down the infected citizens and start to take Starro down. Harley then charges into Starro's eye with the javelin and breaks through before the rats make their way inside and take Starro down from the inside, finally killing it and saving the city. The squad's heroics are broadcast on the news, and Tyla acknowledges her father as a hero. Bloodsport contacts Waller, ordering her to let the team and Tyla go free, or they will leak the evidence from the laboratory to the press. She reluctantly agrees and calls for the chopper to bring them home. As the team rests, Sebastian crawls onto Bloodsport's leg, and he begins to pet the rat.